Have you ever felt like there's something more to life? Like you're meant for something bigger, but you can't quite grasp it? Well, you're right. There's a hidden power inside you that can turn your wildest dreams into reality. It's not about magic tricks or secret formulas. It's about tapping into the incredible potential that's been within you all along. This power isn't something you need to buy or learn from someone else. It's already a part of you, waiting to be awakened. Think about it for a moment. Every great achievement in history started as a dream in someone's mind. The smartphone in your pocket, the car you drive, even the comfortable bed you sleep on, they all began as ideas in someone's imagination. These people weren't superheroes or geniuses. They were ordinary folks like you and me who discovered the extraordinary power within themselves. And guess what? You have that same power too. This inner strength isn't about physical might or having a high IQ. It's about understanding the incredible connection between your thoughts, your beliefs, and the world around you. It's like having a secret remote control for your life, but for the longest time you didn't know it existed. Well, today we're going to find that remote control and learn how to use it. The thing is, this power isn't some new age concept or a recent discovery. It's been known for thousands of years by great thinkers, spiritual leaders, and successful people across all walks of life. They might have called it different names, the law of attraction, the power of positive thinking or manifesting, but at its core, it's all about the same thing, the ability to shape your reality through the power of your mind. Now you might be thinking, if it's so simple, why isn't everyone living their dream life? That's a great question, and it brings us to an important point. This power is simple, but it's not always easy to use. It requires a shift in how you think, how you see yourself, and how you interact with the world. It's like learning to ride a bike. At first it seems impossible, but with practice it becomes second nature. Here's the thing. If you don't tap into this inner power, your dreams might stay just dreams forever. And that's not just sad, it's a tragedy. Because your dreams aren't just random thoughts or silly wishes, they're glimpses of your true potential, of the life you're meant to live. Ignoring them is like having a map to buried treasure and choosing to stay home and watch TV instead. Think about all the people throughout history who had big dreams but never acted on them. How many world-changing inventions were never created? How many beautiful songs were never sung? How many lives were never improved because someone was too afraid to try? We'll never know. But what we do know is this. Every time someone chooses to ignore their dreams, the whole world misses out. But it's not just about the world, it's about you. Living a life where your dreams always feel out of reach is like being stuck in a cage, even if it's a comfortable one. You might have a decent job, a nice house and good friends, but deep down there's always that nagging feeling that you're meant for more. That feeling is your inner power trying to get your attention. Ignoring your dreams doesn't just keep you from achieving great things, it can actually make you unhappy and unfulfilled. Have you ever noticed how people who are living their passions seem to have an extra spark? They're more alive, more energetic, more joyful. That's because they're in tune with their inner power. They're living the life they're meant to live. On the other hand, ignoring your dreams can lead to regret, frustration, and even depression. It's like having a Ferrari engine inside you, but never taking it out of first gear. You might be moving, but you're not really living up to your potential, and deep down you know it. But here's the good news, it's never too late to start. Your inner power doesn't have an expiration date. It doesn't matter if you're 18 or 80, if you've never achieved anything significant, or if you're already successful but feel there's more. The power to transform your life is always there, waiting for you to tap into it. Now let's talk about what this inner power really is. Imagine it's like a seed planted deep in your soul. Just like a tiny acorn has all the potential to become a mighty oak tree, this seed of power within you has the potential to grow into something amazing. But just like a seed needs water, sunlight, and care to grow, your inner power needs the right conditions to flourish. This inner power isn't some mystical force that's separate from you. It's a natural part of who you are, just like your ability to think or feel emotions. In fact, you've probably used this power before without even realizing it. Have you ever really wanted something, focused on it, and then somehow it came into your life? That wasn't just luck or coincidence. That was your inner power at work. So what exactly is this power? At its core, it's the ability to shape your reality through your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. It's based on the idea that everything in the universe is made of energy, including your thoughts. And just like a radio can tune into different frequencies, your mind can tune into different realities. The reality you experience is the one you're tuned into most often. This might sound a bit out there, but it's actually backed up by science. Quantum physics has shown that the act of observing something can actually change its behavior. In other words, your perception can literally shape reality. When you start to understand this, you realize that your thoughts aren't just passive reactions to the world around you. They're active creators of your experience. But this power isn't just about thinking positive thoughts and waiting for good things to happen. It's about aligning your entire being, your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, and your actions with what you want to create. It's about becoming the person who already has what you want, rather than someone who's always chasing after it. Think of it like this. If you want to be a successful business owner, you need to start thinking, feeling, and acting like a successful business owner now, not waiting until you've already achieved success. This inner power is about bridging the gap between where you are and where you want to be by changing who you are on the inside. Now you might be wondering, if I have this power, why haven't I been able to use it before? That's a great question. The truth is, most of us have been trained from a young age to focus on the external world rather than our inner world. We're taught to look for solutions outside ourselves, to follow the rules, to fit in. As a result, we often lose touch with our inner power. But the good news is that this power never goes away. It's always there, waiting for you to tap into it. And once you start to understand how it works and how to use it, you'll be amazed at the changes you can create in your life. It's like finding out you've had a superpower all along, and now you're finally learning how to use it. In the next sections, we're going to dive deeper into how you can start awakening this power within you. We'll explore practical steps you can take to align your inner world with the life you want to create. Remember, this isn't about learning something new. It's about remembering something you've always known deep down inside. It's about unveiling the power that's been within you all along. Imagine standing in front of a mirror. What do you see? Your reflection, right? Now, think about your life as a giant mirror. Everything you see around you, your relationships, your job, your health, your wealth, it's all a reflection of what's going on inside you. This is the first key to unlocking your inner power, understanding that your life reflects your inner world. It might sound strange at first, but think about it. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract drama wherever they go, while others always seem to be in the right place at the right time? It's not just luck. It's because what's happening on the inside is showing up on the outside. Your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings are like seeds you plant in the garden of your mind. If you plant seeds of doubt, worry, and negativity, guess what grows? More situations that make you doubt, worry, and feel negative. But if you plant seeds of confidence, joy, and positivity, your life starts to bloom with opportunities and experiences that match those feelings. This doesn't mean that every single thing in your life is directly caused by your thoughts. Sometimes, stuff happens that's outside of our control. But what this principle does mean is that how you respond to what happens and what you do next is entirely up to you. And that response shapes what happens after that. Let's say you lose your job. That's a tough situation, and it's natural to feel upset. But if you choose to see it as a disaster and believe you'll never find work again, you're planting seeds of failure. On the other hand, if you choose to see it as an opportunity to find an even better job or start that business you've always dreamed of, you're planting seeds of success. The tricky part is that this mirror doesn't always show instant results. Sometimes, what you see in your life today is a reflection of thoughts and beliefs you held in the past. That's why it's so important to start being mindful of what's going on in your inner world right now. You're shaping your future with every thought. But here's the exciting part. Once you understand this principle, you can start to use it to your advantage. By consciously choosing your thoughts and beliefs, you can start to change the reflection you see in the mirror of your life. It's like having the power to redecorate your entire world, starting from the inside out. Remember, this isn't about pretending everything is perfect when it's not. It's about acknowledging where you are, but then choosing to focus on where you want to be. It's about training your mind to see opportunities instead of obstacles, possibilities instead of problems. So take a moment to look at your life. What do you see? Now ask yourself, what thoughts and beliefs might be creating this reflection? Once you start to make these connections, you've taken the first big step in unveiling your inner power. The power of persistence, keeping the faith. Now that you understand how your inner world shapes your outer reality, let's talk about the second key to unlocking your inner power, persistence. This is all about keeping the faith, even when things seem slow or difficult. Here's the thing. Change doesn't always happen overnight. Sometimes it can feel like nothing is happening at all. It's like planting a seed in your garden. You put it in the soil, water it, make sure it gets sunlight. But for a while you don't see anything happening above the ground. Does that mean nothing is happening? Of course not. Below the surface, that seed is growing roots, gathering strength, preparing to sprout. Your dreams and goals are just like that seed. When you start focusing on what you want and aligning your thoughts and actions with it, things start happening. But often, these changes start on the inside or behind the scenes before you see any results in your everyday life. This is where a lot of people give up. They try visualizing what they want. They try thinking positively, but when they don't see immediate results, they conclude that it doesn't work. But that's like digging up the seed every day to see if it's growing. You have to trust the process and give it time. Think about some of the biggest success stories you know. Did they happen overnight? Rarely. Most overnight successes are actually the result of years of persistence and hard work. The author J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter was accepted. Thomas Edison reportedly failed thousands of times before inventing a working light bulb. What if they had given up after the first few tries? Persistence is about keeping your eyes on the prize, even when the path gets tough. It's about holding on to your vision of what you want, even when your current reality doesn't match it yet. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means acknowledging challenges while still believing in your ability to overcome them. One way to build persistence is to celebrate small wins along the way. Did you take a tiny step towards your goal today? Celebrate it. Did you catch yourself thinking positively instead of negatively? That's a win. These small victories build momentum and keep you motivated for the long haul. Another important aspect of persistence is flexibility. Sometimes, the path to your goal might not look exactly like you imagined. Being persistent doesn't mean stubbornly sticking to one approach if it's not working. It means being committed to your end goal while being open to different ways of getting there. Remember, your inner power is always working, even when you can't see the results yet. Trust in the process. Keep nurturing those seeds you've planted in your mind. Keep aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with what you want to create. The results will come often in ways you might not expect. So, next time you feel like giving up because things aren't changing fast enough, remind yourself of the seed in the garden. Just because you can't see it growing doesn't mean it's not. Your dreams are taking root. Keep watering them with your belief and persistence, and soon enough they'll break through the surface and blossom in ways you never imagined. Now let's dive into the third key to unlocking your inner power, focusing on what you want, not on what you don't want. This might sound simple, but it's actually one of the most powerful shifts you can make in your thinking. Your mind is like a powerful magnet. Whatever you focus on most, you tend to attract more of into your life. It's not about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about where you choose to put most of your mental energy. Think about it this way. Have you ever decided to buy a certain type of car and suddenly you start seeing that car everywhere? The cars were always there, but now you're noticing them because that's where your attention is focused. The same principle applies to everything in life. If you spend most of your time thinking about what's wrong in your life, what you're lacking, or what you're afraid of, guess what? Your mind will become really good at spotting more things to be upset about, more lacks and more fears. It's like you're telling your brain, hey, this is important stuff, find me more of it. On the flip side, when you consciously choose to focus on what's going well, what you're grateful for, and what you want to create, you're training your brain to spot opportunities, solutions, and positive experiences. You're not ignoring problems, you're just not letting them dominate your mental landscape. This doesn't mean you should never think about challenges or difficulties. Of course, you need to address problems in your life, but there's a big difference between acknowledging a problem so you can solve it and obsessing over it constantly. Here's a practical way to shift your focus. Instead of thinking about what you don't want, flip it around and think about what you do want. For example, instead of thinking, "I don't want to be in debt," think, "I want to be financially free." Instead of "I don't want to be single," think, "I want to be in a loving, supportive relationship." When you focus on what you want, you start to feel the positive emotions associated with having that thing. And remember, your emotions are a powerful part of your inner world that shapes your outer reality. When you feel good, you're more likely to take positive actions that move you toward your goals. This focus on the positive doesn't mean you'll never have negative thoughts. We all do. The key is to notice when you're spiraling into negative thinking and consciously choose to redirect your focus. It's like changing the channel on a TV. You have the remote control of your mind. Use it. One powerful way to maintain a positive focus is through gratitude. Take time each day to appreciate what's good in your life right now. This trains your brain to look for the positive, and it feels good too. The more you practice gratitude, the more you'll find to be grateful for. Remember, where your attention goes, energy flows. By consciously choosing to focus on what you want, you're directing your inner power towards creating the life you desire. You're tuning into the frequency of your dreams, making it easier for opportunities and positive experiences to find you. So, start paying attention to where your thoughts usually go. Are you focusing more on what you don't want or on what you do want? Practice redirecting your thoughts towards the positive. It might feel awkward at first, but with practice it becomes second nature. And as you master this skill, you'll be amazed at how your life begins to transform. Creating your new reality, the power of imagination. Let's explore the fourth key to unlocking your inner power, learning to create your new reality first in your mind. This is where things get really exciting because you're about to become the architect of your own life. Imagine your mind as a movie studio. You're the director, the scriptwriter, and the lead actor all rolled into one. The movies you create in your mind aren't just entertaining, they're blueprints for your future reality. This is the power of visualization, and it's a tool used by top athletes, successful entrepreneurs, and high achievers in every field. When you vividly imagine your desired reality, you're doing more than just daydreaming. You're actually programming your subconscious mind to recognize and act on opportunities that align with your vision. It's like giving your brain a detailed map of where you want to go. But here's the key. It's not enough to just see it, you need to feel it too. Imagine stepping into the future you desire. What does it look like? What sounds do you hear? What can you smell or taste? Most importantly, how does it feel to be living this reality? The more senses you engage, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. This isn't about escaping your current reality. It's about creating a bridge between where you are and where you want to be. When you regularly visualize your desired future, you start to think, feel, and act more like the person who already has what you want. And that's when the magic happens. Your outer world starts to change to match your inner vision. Remember, your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what's vividly imagined and what's real. That's why professional athletes can improve their performance just by visualizing their moves. They're literally training their minds and bodies for success. Start small. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and imagine one aspect of your ideal life. Maybe it's excelling at a presentation at work, or enjoying a peaceful relationship, or feeling fit and healthy. Make it as vivid and detailed as possible. Feel the emotions of having achieved this goal. As you practice this, you might notice ideas or opportunities popping up in your daily life that align with your vision. That's your inner power at work. Pay attention to these signs and take inspired action when it feels right. Creating your new reality in your mind is like planting a garden. Your visualizations are the seeds. Your positive focus and persistence are the water and sunlight. And your inspired actions are the care you give to help your garden grow. With time and practice, you'll see your inner visions blossoming into outer reality. Now that we've explored the keys to unlocking your inner power, let's put it into practice with a simple but powerful exercise. This is your chance to start actively shaping your reality. Find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed for about 10-15 minutes. Sit or lie down in a relaxed position and take a few deep breaths. As you breathe in, imagine you're breathing in positive energy. As you breathe out, let go of any tension or worries. Now close your eyes and imagine stepping into your dream life 5 years from now. Don't worry about how you got there. Just imagine that everything has worked out perfectly. What does your ideal day look like in this future? See yourself waking up in the morning. Where are you? What does your bedroom look like? How do you feel as you start your day? Imagine going through your daily routine. What kind of work are you doing? Who are you spending time with? What activities bring you joy? As you go through this day in your mind, engage all your senses. What can you see around you? What sounds do you hear? Are there any particular smells or tastes? How does your body feel? Strong, relaxed, energized? Most importantly, tune into your emotions. How does it feel to be living this ideal life? Let yourself really experience the joy, satisfaction, peace, or excitement of having achieved your dreams. Now, holding on to these positive feelings, ask yourself, what one step could I take today that would move me closer to this vision? It doesn't have to be big. Even a small action can start creating momentum. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes and return to the present moment. Take a moment to jot down any insights or ideas that came to you during this visualization. Remember, the more you practice this kind of visualization, the more powerful it becomes. Try to do this exercise regularly, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. You're literally rewiring your brain to align with your dreams. I want to share with you how these principles have worked in my own life. Like many people, I used to feel stuck, always dreaming of a better life, but never quite figuring out how to get there. I had goals and ambitions, but they always seemed just out of reach. Then I discovered these principles of inner power. At first I was skeptical. It seemed too good to be true, but I decided to give it a try. I started small, just spending a few minutes each day visualizing my goals and trying to maintain a positive focus. At first, nothing seemed to change, but I remembered the principle of persistence and kept at it. Slowly, I started to notice small shifts. I felt more confident. I started seeing opportunities where before I only saw obstacles. One of my big dreams was to start my own business. In my visualizations, I saw myself as a successful entrepreneur, running a thriving company that helped people. I focused on how it would feel to make a positive impact on others' lives through my work. As I kept this vision in mind, amazing things started to happen. I met someone at a party who turned out to be a mentor in exactly the field I wanted to enter. A friend told me about a business course that provided exactly the skills I needed. When challenges came up, and they did, I was able to see them as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. It wasn't always easy. There were times when doubt crept in, when it felt like nothing was working. But I kept going back to these principles. I kept visualizing, kept focusing on what I wanted rather than what I feared, kept believing that my inner power was at work even when I couldn't see the results yet. Today I'm running that business I dreamed of. It didn't happen overnight, and the path didn't look exactly like I'd imagined. But the core of what I visualized, making a positive impact and feeling fulfilled in my work, has become my reality. This experience taught me that our inner power is real. It's not about magically getting everything you want without effort. It's about aligning your inner world with your outer goals, taking inspired action and trusting the process. It's about becoming the person who can achieve those dreams. Remember, your journey will be unique to you. Your dreams are your own, and the way they unfold will be perfectly suited to your path. Trust in your inner power, stay persistent, and keep your focus on what you want to create. The results might surprise and delight you in ways you never expected. As we wrap up this exploration of your inner power, remember that this is just the beginning. You've been introduced to a set of powerful principles that have the potential to transform your life from the inside out. But knowledge alone isn't enough. It's the application of these principles that will make the difference. Your inner power has always been there, waiting for you to recognize and use it. It's the force that can turn your dreams into reality, that can help you overcome obstacles, and that can lead you to a life of fulfillment and purpose. But it's up to you to tap into it. Start small. Begin with the visualization exercise we practiced. Make it a daily habit to focus on what you want rather than what you don't want. Practice persistence, especially when things seem challenging, and always remember that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So nurture your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions with care. This journey of unveiling your inner power is ongoing. There will be ups and downs, victories and challenges, but with each step, you're growing stronger, more aligned with your true potential. You're becoming the person who can achieve those dreams you hold dear. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. Every person who has ever achieved great things has tapped into this same inner power. They're not special or lucky. They've simply learned to use the power that you too possess. So what dream will you bring to life? What reality will you create? The power is in your hands, or rather, in your mind and heart. Trust in it, use it wisely, and watch as your world transforms. Your journey to an extraordinary life begins now. Take that first step, keep moving forward, and never forget the incredible power that lies within you. The world is waiting for the unique gifts that only you can bring. It's time to unveil your power and let your light shine bright.